The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, Daniel Bryan. And from Silsbee, Texas, weighing in at 412 pounds, here's the World Heavyweight Champion, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
Daniel Bryan says he knows over 100 submission maneuvers, and he can apply some of them to Mark Henry's injured leg and ankle.
Well, you're right. Daniel Bryan is a submission expert.
That's important tonight because inside a steel cage, submission is one of the only 3 ways you can win, the other being pinfall or escape. It's totally unfair that Mark Henry has to defend his championship tonight inside a steel cage on that bum leg. Of course, the leg injured by Big Show is a result of an attack at Survivor Series.
Wait a minute, Cole. Are you serious? Why is that unfair?
Mark Henry is...
What a collision. That'll definitely leave you feeling the effects of this structure. In an early kick out in this unusual matchup.
I love these cage matches.
Here's the reversal. This time there's no escape. Oh my gosh, his skull just bounced off the canvas. Oh, big shot by Mark Henry.
Bryan certainly had that one well scouted.
Yeah, that's because Daniel Bryan is so prepared every time he steps in the ring. Daniel Bryan cannot get cornered inside that cage. If he does, Mark Henry will pick him apart.
Daniel Bryan needs to use his quickness. He needs to keep Mark Henry off balance with that bum leg.
Yeah, objective number 1 for Daniel Bryan would be to get the big man off his feet, if possible. Take the World Heavyweight Champion down to the mat. You know.
And look at Mark Henry sending Daniel Bryan into the cage.
Oh, my gosh. Poor Daniel Bryan. Can you imagine being thrown into that steel by the world's strongest man? What an impact. Oh! Daniel Bryan squashed.
Yeah, crushing him. Mark Henry, such a dangerous competitor.
And look at the size of Mark Henry compared to poor Daniel Bryan. Oh, no! Slingshotted right into that steel cage, face first.
Happy New Year! Yeah, the veteran Henry realizing that he can use that cage as a weapon, and that's what he's doing here.
Every inch of it. Oh my gosh, you gotta wonder, can Daniel Bryan even get up after this beating?
I heard a lot of talk in the locker room area earlier today that many doctors wouldn't have cleared Mark Henry for action here tonight.
I don't know who you're talking to, Cole. What are you doing back in the locker room anyway? The bottom line is that Mark Henry passed a thorough exam and actually looks to be moving quite well right now.
By the way, athletes like myself are allowed in the locker room, and keep in mind that it was Theodore Long's hand-picked doctor that cleared Henry tonight. I find that a little suspicious.
Wow, that was some reversal by Daniel Bryan.
Oh, big elbow, that should do it.
I don't think anybody's getting out of here. No! Once again sent tumbling back down to earth. Good Lord, look at the fire in his eyes.
Hammering his opponent's face into that steel cage. Oh my gosh. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, what a devastating move by Mark Henry.
Oh, that's devastating.
Telegraphed in, Henry capitalizes.
Wow, Mark Henry brought off his feet.
Whoa, I think I felt the ground shake on that one.
careful now.
Oh, the ribs could be cracked. The world's strongest man is starting to get loose out there.
That's what I do.
Reversed by Daniel.
I don't think anybody's getting out of here.
Not again. That landing looked worse than the last one.
Nice reversal by Bryan.
Yeah, that's where Bryan's quickness really pays off. Oh, there it is.
I mean, look at Mark Henry now. Oh, and Daniel Bryan from behind. Somehow Daniel Bryan thwarting Mark Henry as Henry tried to climb to the top rope. And look at Bryan go. Bryan's trying to escape here.
Hey, he's almost down. Daniel Bryan is almost down. He's at the top of Mark Henry. Hanging on, pulling Daniel Bryan back in. Daniel Bryan was nearly the champion there. But what's Bryan thinking now? Is this going to work on the world's strongest man? No.
No way.
Not enough power.
But Daniel Bryan looking to use the shoulders and girth of Henry to climb up and out of the cage.
He's going to make it. Is Daniel Bryan? No.
Mark Henry again using his strength.
Oh, vicious headbutt. Mark Henry back in trouble. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Don't do this.
Oh, my God. He's going to crush Daniel Bryan. World's strongest slam from the second rope.
That's it. Daniel Bryan has taken so much punishment. I wonder if he's going to make it through this match.
1, 2, 3, and that's the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, say what you will about Mark Henry, but what a courageous effort here tonight, standing literally on one leg.
Yeah, now it's Big Show versus Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight Championship at the TLC pay-per-view. Come on, Big Show.
While the world's strongest man managed to power through an ankle injury against Daniel Bryan,
Mark Henry coming into this match, not 100%.
he couldn't overcome the power of a giant.
Oh, and a right hand connected. He may be out cold. The new world champion. Oh, and from behind.
Embodiment of a sore loser right there. Oh, look at this.
While the world was stunned by Daniel Bryan outsmarting 2 Goliaths, Mark Henry struggled to keep the Hall of Pain open for business.
There will be no world title match for you. I'm demanding. It's not your role, player. You are indefinitely suspended.
That was very impressive. Daniel Bryan with a victory over Rey Mysterio, who's already in the... Let's get out of here.
And Daniel Bryan sent into the barricade. Mark Henry with a running power slam.
No!
Midair. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, look out!
The world's strongest man is back.
Mark Henry was on a vicious path of destruction, and the Hall of Pain was ready to induct whichever superstar or superstars stood in his way.
The following contest is a handicap match. approaching ring post from Silsbee, Texas, weighing 418 pounds, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
This man, Mark Henry, delivered quite a beating to Ryback just a few weeks ago on SmackDown.
Yeah, but let's not forget that the damage Mark Henry did came after the Shield interfered. It's not like Henry didn't have some help.
And his opponents, by weight of 475 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
The Usos clearly have the numbers advantage here tonight, and let me tell you something, they're going to need it.
Well, you got that right, Cole. Mark Henry is in a foul mood.
The weight of the world on my shoulders felt like a lion in a room full of vultures. Try to sell me up, but the broke off.
We're just 13 nights away from WrestleMania, where this man, Mark Henry, will square off against Ryback.
And you have to wonder how wise it is for Mark Henry to climb into the ring with two competitors so close to such a big match.
Well, we've seen Ryback take on two superstars at once. Mark Henry simply letting Ryback know that he, too, can beat two men.
Look out! Headbutt!
This is not the first time Mark Henry has taken on the Usos in 2-on-1 handicap action.
Oh, no, it's not. The Usos and Mark Henry actually traded victories back in November 2010 on WWE Superstars.
But the Mark Henry of 2013 is a completely different person than that of 2010. Something changed inside Mark Henry just a few years ago, and he's been...
No, that may be the closest I've seen a referee's hand come to hitting three.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Mark Henry and Ryback, two of the strongest men in WWE today, locking horns in 2 weeks at WrestleMania.
And remember, Ryback...
That's it. He's out.
Mark Henry clearly sending a statement to Ryback here.
Sending a statement? Yes. But can Mark Henry do it again when he squares off against Ryback at WrestleMania?
That remains to be seen, King. One thing's for certain.
A resounding move by Mark Henry. Oh, boy. The Usos have made this monster mad. And take it from me, you do not want to make Mark Henry mad.
And I can't speak for Mark Henry, but I'm willing to bet he sees Ryback with each crushing blow he delivers to Jey Uso here.
Let me ask you this, when is enough enough? Come on, somebody, please.
And the Usos, they tried their best, but Mark Henry victorious again.
Here is your winner, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
Well, we've said it before, and once again, Mark Henry proves to be unstoppable. Who is going to be able to, you know, we might as well not even say stop. Who is going to be able to slow down the world's strongest man?
I don't know. Mark Henry has flattened everyone in his path.
Well, maybe Ryback can be the one to stop Mark Henry.
I don't think Henry's
wait a minute.
through with the assault on the Usos. Mark Henry maybe looking to add 2 more people into the Hall of Pain.
This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not going to give up. But man, this has been physical. Look at this, Mark Henry. What a move. Stay down, stay down. Wait a minute, Henry. That's it, he's done. And Jimmy's going to need to utilize his speed advantage if he wants to continue success here against
Mark Henry delivering crippling punishment. There's a great video tribute to Mark Henry right now on WWE.com. Goes back in time. Mark Henry has done it.
I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to these 2 behemoths, Mark Henry and Ryback, probably the 2 strongest men in the WWE today, locking horns in 2 weeks at WrestleMania.
And you know, at this point in his career, King, Mark Henry may very well be the most dangerous man in all of WWE right now. Ryback, beware.
Just 1 year after his debut, Ryback was proving to be an unstoppable force.
Into the shell shock!
But this ruthless superstar may have bitten off more than he could chew when he looked in the direction of the world's strongest man.
Rather uncomfortable moment between Henry and Ryback.
Over the next few weeks, Mark Henry and Ryback would find themselves at a standstill while trying to prove which was indeed the strongest.
Here's a man who may be just as strong as Mark Henry.
Tonight, 2 of the most powerful men will prove who is the strongest.
Who will win this test of strength?
And with a no-contact clause in effect, the tension between these 2 behemoths was reaching its boiling point.
So Mark Henry against Santino Marella here.
I know you're mad, but you of all people know we have a no contact clause. Besides, nobody wants to get their hands on you like I do.
What will happen when these 2 colossal powerhouses collide at WrestleMania?
It is going to be a collision, a battle of the behemoths. Mark Henry and Ryback, who's the king of the WWE's jungle?
The following contest is set for 1 fall. Approaching the ring first from Silsbee, Texas, weighing 418 pounds, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
As Gorilla Monsoon would say, King, we're about to witness the unstoppable force take on the immovable object.
Yeah, listen to this crowd. They are fired up for this gigantic clash of the Titans. And you know this man, Mark Henry, has been on showing the entire WWE Universe that he is the baddest man on the roster.
From Sin City, weighing 291 pounds, Ryback.
It's the first WrestleMania for that man Ryback. And if you've seen his insane workout on WWE.com this past week, you know that he's ready for battle.
Well, I saw it, and I agree, Cole. He looks ready to go. But can he avoid the induction into Mark Henry's Hall of Fame?
Mark Henry, a former world champion, checks in tonight at 412 pounds.
Now, wait a minute. Actually, Mark told me he's really not that big. He said the camera adds a few pounds.
Yeah, okay, sure. That's your excuse. Anyway, Ryback goes 291, and you're looking at not only the most powerful men in WWE, but the entire world.
His neck and back and shoulders driven right into the ground. Watch out.
He just powered him up. Just driven to the floor.
Big elbow.
It was just a few days ago on SmackDown that Ryback sent an emphatic statement to Mark Henry when he handily defeated Primo and Epico in a 2-on-1 handicap match.
Yeah, that was impressive, all right. But what about Ryback's performance against all three members of 3MB a few weeks ago on Raw? Now that was a message.
And let's not forget that Mark Henry has sent a few messages of his own. It was on that same episode of Raw that the world's strongest man took out both Jimmy and Jey Uso in handicap action.
Oh, you're right about that. Both of these guys are just so powerful and, more importantly, so dangerous. Oh, Mark Henry wants nothing more than to add Ryback to the Hall of Pain here tonight. And he looks to be off to a good start.
When the world's strongest man gets on a roll, how do you stop him? How do you turn the tide?
Well, quite simply, you don't. You just hope he makes a mistake that you can capitalize on. You know, over the years here in WWE, we've seen some of the great strong men compete. Men like Ted Arcidi, Ken Patera, Tony Atlas, and of course, Hall of Famer Bruno Sammartino. But never before have two such powerful men been in the ring with so much on the line at WrestleMania.
No, not in the prime of their careers. These two are on an absolute collision course.
Yeah, and of course we know about Ryback's strength, but you have to wonder if he has what it takes. Oh my God, those steps!
Of course, this match taking place in the shadows of New York City, the site of the first ever WrestleMania.
And who would have thought on that night that WrestleMania would be back nearly 3 decades later in front of more than 80,000 screaming fans?
WrestleMania truly has turned into a spectacle unto itself. And if you remember, that first WrestleMania also featured two massive men squaring off when Hall of Famers Andre the Giant and Big John Studd battled in a $15,000 body slam challenge.
Oh my gosh, I'll never forget the sight of Andre the Giant tossing that bag full of money out into the crowd. It was so historic.
What I do.
He's having a seriously hard time getting back to his feet after that. We know what this is. You've got to be kidding me.
Devastating. Simply devastating. He's not exactly popping up to his feet here.
Well, what do you expect, Michael? Did you see what just happened? Mark Henry doing a little taunting. How fired up is Mark Henry for this?
Playing mind games.
Yeah, a little intimidation there.
And they get whipped right into those steel steps.
2 weeks ago on SmackDown, General Manager Booker T instituted a no contact rule between Mark Henry and Ryback. So he put together a bench press challenge. Who could do the most consecutive reps at 225 pounds? Mark Henry went first and did 53.
Yeah, and then came Ryback. And once Ryback hit 53, Mark Henry stepped in to make sure the human wrecking ball didn't break his record by forcing the bar down across the throat of Ryback.
And of course, Mark Henry got away with it due to a technicality. He never actually touched Ryback. It was the bar that he came in contact with. It's a chilly one, King. In fact, this is the coldest that WrestleMania has ever been while coming from an outdoor arena. 55 degrees.
Oh, man, loan me your jacket, Cole. It's definitely a far cry from last year when WrestleMania hailed from sunny Miami, Florida.
And this is going to return to the ring.
Oh, reversal. Oh. think it shocked Mark Henry that Ryback was able to equal him on the bench press. Henry's the world's strongest man. There's a lot of ego that goes along with that. And I think that's what this beating is about right here.
We talked about it. And Ryback just whipping Mark Henry into the corner. And the powerhouse Ryback now stalking the world's strongest man. And King, Mark Henry may have met his match.
You're right about that. We've wondered for months who could stop or even slow down Mark Henry. Well, look at this!
The meat hook clothesline.
That put Mark Henry flat on his back.
And how can Ryback capitalize? Can the big guy capitalize?
Well, you can tell from the look in Ryback's eyes, he's ready to end this match.
Ryback is stalking Mark Henry. Is he going to be able to do this, King? Is he going to be able to get that 400-pound frame up on his shoulders for Shell Shock?
Shell Shock coming up, and he's got him!
He's got him! I can't believe it! He's got him! He's got him!
Mark Henry is his... Whoa.
Oh, Mark Henry grabbed the top rope.
Now both Ryback and Mark Henry are down. Oh my God, what's going to happen now?
Look at this. This could be it. That's it. He's done.
And Ryback reverses it.
Oh, what a spine buster.
Ryback using his feet right there.
And that's why he's the world's strongest man. He almost took his head off with that lariat.
Oh, and he lands that one right to the head. Did you hear how his leg connected? No, not again. Oh. Hey, he's going for it again.
Mark Henry delivering crippling punishment.
He's in position, ready to strike.
Whoa, trying to put him away.
That's it. He's out.
That should do it right there. 2, 3, and that's the match.
Mark Henry is knocked off Ryback.
Oh, wow. What an impressive victory for the world's strongest man.
From Olympic star to superstar,
My name is Mark Henry.
a man who's battled on an international stage.
And I'm known as the strongest man in the world.
An unstoppable force of unparalleled devastation.
I'd like to welcome all of you to the Hall of Fame. Mark Henry is dangerous.
Intensity and destruction. Human demolition machine.
He's gigantic. He's enormous.
Oh, my Lord!
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, world's strongest slam! Unbelievable! Shocking!
I'm gonna tell you about the Hall of Pain. There's broken bones, broken careers, and broken hope.
A lifetime of glory and a legacy of pain.